This is the Ibanez Soundwave 30. Oh, I'm sorry, 35, I believe. I'm trying to see, I can't tell. I think it's 35. Whatever, 35, who cares? Alright. Now, I was talking about the special speaker, and I don't know how well you can see it, and I would take this little mesh thing off so you can see it better, but I don't want to wreck it, because I had to take it off before, and it really sucked. I don't want to have to do it again. I should probably turn this on. Okay. What it is there's the regular speaker like the Fender, and then there's this really small, like maybe the size of a tennis ball, maybe a golf ball, or somewhere in between. It's just it's another really small speaker so really small speaker that's designed for treble only. In fact, I will show you. I didn't even think of that until just now. Kind of annoying sound there. That's the only part I don't like about this. That's how it sounds, and there's no bass at all. It's not using the big speaker, it's just using this other speaker that's about that big around. And that it actually gets pretty loud considering how small it is. I'm gonna turn it back down. I don't really like it that much, but it comes in handy. Like if I just want to add a little bit of clarity to what I'm playing, I can go ahead and do that. And it comes in handy. It's definitely worth it. This little cover right here is made of mesh, and it's kind of loose. I'm assuming that's put there to help protect the speaker a little bit, but I would think if they were doing that, they'd do what Fender did and just put this like little plastic piece in there, because it makes a lot more sense to me, you know? Because I mean, what's mesh gonna stop? If I throw a tennis ball at mesh, now I try and avoid throwing a tennis ball at my amp as much as I can, but I'm just using that as an example. Like, what if a tennis ball hits that? You think it's going to break through? No, but it'll probably hit the speaker and might goof it up. I don't want to take any chances. I paid a lot of money for this. So obviously I'm going to be a little more happy with the Fender's design about that kind of thing. Now, I was talking about the knobs on the Fender, and I actually really like the knobs on this one, because it's got predetermined little increments, so I can tell exactly what I'm playing, and if I want to keep it somewhere, I know exactly where it is. There's all your standard stuff, the equalizer, bass, middle, treble. There's a presence knob, which is really cool. I don't know if you know what it is, so I'll show you. But basically, if I turn this all the way down, I get sort of a flat sound. Maybe if I turn the bass down. I guess it's helping a little bit, not much. There we go. It's more of a flat sound, but if I turn it all the way up, I don't know if you can tell, but it sounds like it has a more round, tube-like tone, sort of like that tube-like distortion, but imagine it clean, if you can. That's what I'm trying to get at. I don't mess with it too much. It's not really a big deal to me. It doesn't matter. You have a 10 dB gain. I don't know what the hell dB stands for, but there's a button on there. Makes it feel pretty important. I know it makes it a little bit louder, and it makes it a little bit more of a growl to it, which is really nice. I like it. Just get some really thick, low notes with it. Has the CD input just like the Fender. Line out. I'm not sure what that's for. I honestly don't know. I have no idea. There's this little limiter light over there. Hard to see. Well, that basically it lights up when you're straining the amp, and I really like that. That way I know I'm not damaging my stuff, because if I break this, I gotta live with it until I can afford to buy a new one, and that'll probably be a really long time. It's got headphone jack, power switch that lights up, which I like. I don't know why, I just do. So, oh yeah, the exterior on this, it's like leather. which I like a lot better than the Fender's shag carpety feel, which really kind of sucks, I think. Okay, now I'll play some stuff for you guys. Gotta get this all set back. I actually can't remember if I've played something on this amp for you already. I feel stupid. With a pick. Whoa, screwed that all up, so I'm sorry. Without a pick. Whoa. There we go. That's about it for this amp. The only thing that the Fender amp does have that the Ibanez doesn't is the second input, so you can only play by yourself, and the effects loop, that's on the back, so it might be a little more hard to get to, but it's still there. Overall, I would say the Fender is a good amp, but since they're about the same price, I would go with the, excuse me, got the hiccups. If I had to pick, which I obviously did, they're about the same amount of money, I would go with the Ibanez. It's a little bit more professional, to me at least. You can get a better range of sounds out, a little bit easier to use, laid out a little better, I think. The only downside of the Ibanez is that it's like pretty, what's the word I'm looking for here? If you don't know what you're doing with it, you'll get a lot of finger noise coming out of the amp, but all you really have to do for that is just turn down the precision a little bit on your bass, and then just turn down the treble. And also, if you don't turn down the treble a lot, weird, it's not doing it now. Oh. Okay, well, I just turned off the jazz pickup on my bass, so it's going to be a little grainy, but you get this little weird feedback sound. Hear it? I don't use it like that anyway, so it doesn't really matter to me. It might matter to you. I currently have not used either of these amps with any kind of wah pedal or anything, so I don't really know how they react to that. I'd like to know, though. Oh! I forgot to do slap. Slap is really where the Ibanez excels just because of that little speaker.